So to do this assignment, the dihybrid cross 415, 416 assignment, you're going to need a couple things open. So first, you want to go back to this 412 dihybrid cross parents practice and open that. So that's this one here where we just did the parents, because we're going to go back and actually do the crosses for these. So you already did, I mean, if you want to start over, you can, but you already figured out the parents, you already figured out the gametes, so save yourself some time. And then the worksheet is in here for the dihybrid cross worksheet. So you're going to want to open that worksheet and it looks like this. So you're going to want to have that open. And then you're also going to want to have the document that's inside here, this dihybrid cross problem sheet. You want that open as well because this has the questions in it. So you can open it in Canvas and just leave it open like that, or you can download it and have that open on your computer. So this looks like this, and you'll need this list here. So you need these things in order to do these problems. So you're going to go to this worksheet here, and then what you want to do first is you probably want to split screen this worksheet with the original one from the 12th, so from earlier this week. Make this bigger. All right, so we want these side by side. And it's probably easier just to copy everything over, all your answers from here first. So let me grab the pen tool and then put in the parents that you put in for that worksheet. So A, B, B, A, B. So copy those over exactly as you put them over here. And then these gametes that you already did here, you're going to copy those over and you're going to put them over each box. So this is the first one, it goes over the first box. Then you go down the column. So make sure you go down, not over. So this is the first one, this is the second one, it's going to go over the second box. And then this is the third one, it's going to go over the third box. And then this last one is going to go over the last box. That's parent number one, put them across the top. Now parent number two, you're going to put across the side. So these are all the same, capital or lowercase a, capital B. So I'm going to write that all the way down here, all the same. And if you would rather type, you could do that as well, like whatever works for you. So I'll try typing. And then you're just going to type the parents into the box here. So the A from the top with the A from the side, then the A from the side and the A from the top. Make sure you put capitals before lowercases. Let me turn off my highlight here. Let me just pause for a second and fix it. All right, so then capital A, lowercase a, capital B, lowercase b. Just make sure you put your A's before your B's and your capitals before your lowercases. Okay, then once your table is filled out, you need to go to the question page. Ooh, let me figure out where I put that. So this page here, and there's a question in here. So cross a heterozygous long-whiskered white cat. That's what we have here. And then the question is, what fraction of their offspring will be black cats with long whiskers? Okay? Black cats with long whiskers. And so you need to go through and look and circle all the black cats with long whiskers. And I'm going to do this in yellow. Okay, so a black cat is capital B and long whiskers is capital A. So I'm going to circle capital A's with capital B's. So this is going to be a black cat with long whiskers. This is going to be a black cat with long whiskers. This is going to be a black cat with long whiskers. And so is this one here. This is also a black cat with long whiskers. So is this one here. This one is too. And so is this one here. These are black cats, but they have short whiskers, and these are black cats with short whiskers. So we're at half, so 8 out of 16. So it says what fraction? So you're going to put the fraction 8 out of 16 right here. That's your answer, 8 out of 16. Now, you will, well, let me do one more, and then I'll talk about what you do at the end. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our worksheet here. We're going to copy over the letters from number 2 that we did earlier. Okay, then we're going to put those letters here in the Punnett square. They're all capital G, lowercase t for parent 1. And then we go down this side here. Copy those over. All right, and then we fill in the Punnett square, and I'm just going to pause real quick while I do that. All right, so now it's filled out. Now the next thing is the question. So problem sheet here, question number 2 is what fraction of their offspring are green stem short plants? So green stem is any capital G, and short has to be 2 lowercase t's. So we're going to go through and circle all the ones that have at least 1 capital G and 2 lowercase t's. So none of these, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Those are all green stem shorts. None of these, and then this one here. Green stem short plants. These are all green stem short plants. All right, so then same answer as last time. We would put 8 out of 16. Okay, so you're going to continue that, do the whole worksheet, finish all 16 problems, and then you have a, inside the assignment page, you have a Google form to fill out. So let me grab that. Let me pause for a second. So this is the last thing you do after you finish that whole worksheet. You put in your name, you put in your class period, and then you're going to put in answers. So like we did number 1 here, and it says how many offspring from cross number 1 are black cats with long whiskers. All I want you to put into the answer key is this number. Don't put in the fraction. It'll mark it wrong if you do. So just put in the number, and you do that for all of them. All I want is whatever the first number was. Don't simplify the fraction. So I know 8 out of 16 is the same as 1 out of 2. So like don't put in 1. Like don't simplify the fractions at all. Okay, don't do that. All I want you to do is put in the top number here. That is your answer because it was 8 cats total that we got out of our cross here. Okay, so then you would just type that in to your form here. So you'd put in 8, and then you can see the correct answer. You won't see this, but it's because I own the form. But the answer is 8. So you'll just type in 8, and for number 2, you'll just type in 8. And so you're going to go through your whole form that way, and you'll just answer all the questions from your dihybrid cross, and then in the end, you'll get a score. And if you're good with that score, then great, you're done. If not, you can come back and try and fix the ones. It'll show you which ones you got wrong. It's not going to show you what the answer is, but it'll show you which ones you got wrong, and you can go back and revisit those particular ones, try and fix them, try and figure out what your problem is there, and then once you've corrected them, you can resubmit your answers for a higher score. Okay? And I'll let you do that infinite number of times. So if the first time you do this, there's going to be 16 problems. So if the first time you do that, you like only get 8 right, like that's an F, so you should obviously do that again. And then if the next time you get to 12 but you're not happy with that, you can keep doing it again and again until eventually you get to a score that you are happy with, because that's going to go in as your score for this assignment. So I'll let you submit this form as many times as you want, and I'll just keep whatever the highest score is that you submitted. So make sure you do the score after you finished all 16 problems here on this worksheet, and that's going to be part of your assignment score as well.